Hey guys, welcome back to Willpower Garage. Today I'm working on a 2003 Volkswagen Eurovan, and I'm going to show you a real common issue that happens when your front blower motor stops blowing. Stay tuned. So, you go to start your car and you notice your Climatronic system is flashing like this. It'll flash for a little while and then it will come up normally. In this case, I noticed what's happening is I'm not getting my front blower motor. It is not working at all. The rear one is. All the controls are working normally. I just have no front blower motor. So if any of you have started looking into this, you realize quickly that in order to replace the front blower motor, you have to remove the entire dashboard assembly. It's not very difficult, but it is a lot. There's a lot that has to come out, and it's just not easy. In my case, my blower motor just stopped working one day. No warning, no noises, no nothing, just stopped. You know, I did the obvious checks. I scanned the Climatronic system and I saw I had a code. They call it V2 front blower motor. It's just saying it's not working, which I obviously know it's not. I checked the fuse. Fuse number 6 is a 30 amp fuse that's labeled for the front blower motor AC. That one was okay. And then if I checked at the power wires to the blower motor, strange enough, I was actually able to see a voltage that would change as I would dial up the blower motor itself, which I thought, okay, that indicates that my blower motor is bad. But when I put my multimeter across the blower motor terminals, I noticed that the resistance value was good. It was about an ohm of resistance, so I knew the fan was good. So what I did was I removed the knee pad. As you can see here, it's actually pretty easy to remove. There's a couple of push pins on the side to get the side cover off, 2 10mm bolts there. You then have to take the cover off here by the center console so you can get access to a 13mm nut that's here, and then the knee pad comes off. Now as you can see, this is the blower motor and there is no room to snake that out. But these are the 2 power feeds to the blower motor. What I did was I removed them. I used my drill battery with a couple of jumper cables, and I just jumpered out the fan to make sure it worked. And of course, it came right on, no noises, no nothing. Works perfectly. So that means the only other culprit is the blower motor relay. So looking underneath the dashboard, obviously I have the fuse box pulled down already. This is the relay number 140 for the blower motor. And this is the one that we're going to open up to take a look inside to see if we have any loose connections here or anything of that sort. Now I already went ahead and pulled this out, and when I did, I don't know if it shows up on camera here, but right there, that terminal is pretty melted. I had a heck of a time trying to get this thing out. So that there leads me to believe that there's probably a bad connection in here, either from the relay contact itself, or there is a circuitry in here. Volkswagen loves to use circuit boards with timers and all that other stuff that might have a loose connection. So let's take this into my workshop. We'll open it up and we'll see what we're dealing with. Okay guys, so this is the relay opened up. There are the contacts right there. This is the circuit board I was talking about, and I know it's going to be really hard to show up on camera here, but that terminal right there, that's the one that was melted on my relay panel, and that solder joint isn't really connected well. The one over here also looks like it's not connected very well. You know, I've seen a couple of different instances where, you know, the contact here actually has broken, or some of the other ones here. So just, if you open yours up, it comes out pretty easily. There's just a couple of tabs around the side. You just get in there with a little flat blade screwdriver and you could pop this guy out. Check these solder joints, make sure they're good. I wouldn't go messing around too much with the contacts on the relays themselves. You know, if those are bad or burnt up, you probably should just replace this relay itself. But I'm going to take this, I'm going to resolder these joints, I'm going to check over everything else, we'll put it back in, we'll see if we have a blower motor. So I went ahead and I reflowed all of these connections here, a couple of the other ones for the relays. It looks like I have one more that I'm noticing now that I'm going to touch up as well. Once I have all these touched up, I'm going to go ahead with some flux remover and I'm going to clean this all up. And then we'll put it back in and see if we have a blower motor. Okay guys, I've got the relay back in place. Let's turn the key on and see how this thing works. Granted, I haven't cleared the codes out yet, so I think the display is probably still going to blink. But let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, there's the blower. Dial it down. That's my front blower. My rear one, which was already working. So that's great news. If any of you have looked into this, you know the blower motor isn't very expensive, but you got to take the whole dashboard apart to get to it. That relay also is very expensive. I was really surprised by it. Anywhere between $100 and $200 just for that relay. So if you can manage to repair your relay, definitely recommend it. If that relay is something that you don't want to tackle soldering yourself or don't feel comfortable with it, just replace it. You can find some aftermarket ones less than $100. You know, take it as it is. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope this is helpful to some of you guys. You know, if any questions, just drop me a comment below. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.